Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, let's dive right into this. Today, we're going to build a grammar time machine. Now, I know exactly what you might be thinking. English grammar, especially tenses with super long, intimidating names like future perfect continuous, can feel, well, a little overwhelming. But what if I told you that by the end of this explainer, you'll be using this exact tense with total confidence? We're going to break this down using clear, simple visuals that just strip away all the confusion. No dense textbook jargon, just an easy, crystal clear lesson that simplifies this incredible time-traveling tense.
Here's our quick roadmap for today's explainer. First, the time travel tense. Second, the magic grammar formula. Third, since versus for. Fourth, real-world daily uses. Fifth, dodging common mistakes. And finally, number 6, time to practice. Let's start with section 1, the time travel tense. Journey to the future.
So what exactly is the future perfect continuous tense? Well, to put it simply, it describes just how long an action will have continued by a specific future time. I really want you to focus heavily on that phrase, how long. The absolute key to this tense is duration. We aren't just talking about something happening in the future, we're talking about an action that's been rolling along, taking up time, and we're measuring exactly how much time that is by the time we hit a specific point in the future.
Let's imagine a timeline. Over on the left side, we have now. Maybe an action starts today. As we move across that arrow, the action continues. It's happening, it's ongoing. Then, boom, we hit that dot on the right, future time. We're essentially jumping ahead to that future dot, turning around, looking back at the ongoing action and measuring it. For example, if I start studying today, by next year, I will have been studying for 1 year. We're literally standing in the future looking backward at the duration of the action.
Moving right along to section 2, the magic grammar formula. Building the tense. You know, what's really fascinating is how mathematical English can be. This right here is your foolproof formula. Let's break it down piece by piece. You always start with your subject, like I, she, or they. Then you add the magic block, will, have been. That part never ever changes. Next, you take your verb and just tack an ing onto it, like working or playing. Finally, you cap it off with either since or for plus your measure of time. String it all together, and you get sentences like I plus will have been plus working plus for 5 hours. See? It's just plugging blocks into a formula. Now, if you're ever sitting there unsure if you should actually use this tense, I've got a super simple 2-question trick for you. Step 1, ask yourself, is the action continuing? Step 2, will it have continued for a period of time by a future point? If you can confidently answer yes to both of these questions, well, you instantly know you need the future perfect continuous tense. Up next is section 3, since versus for. Measuring time.
Okay, so one of the most common hurdles in English is knowing how to measure your time travel accurately. On the left side, we have since. You use since when you're talking about a very specific starting point in time. Think since Monday, or since 2025, or since 8 a.m. You're basically pointing a finger at the exact moment the clock started ticking. On the right side, we have for. You use for when you're talking about a total duration, a whole chunk of time, like for 2 hours, for 5 years, or for 6 months. So by tomorrow, I will have been working since Monday. But by evening, I will have been studying for 6 hours. See the difference? Starting point versus duration.
Let's look at section 4, real-world daily uses. Everyday time travel. I want to stress that this tense isn't just for dusty textbooks. It's highly useful in your daily English conversations. Imagine you're at home. You could easily say, by dinner, mother will have been cooking for 3 hours. Or picture a busy office environment. By evening, employees will have been working for 8 hours. You can even use it for your personal fitness goals, like, by next month, I will have been exercising for 1 year. These are completely natural, everyday scenarios where you're looking forward to a specific time and acknowledging the duration of an ongoing effort. If we map out the entire landscape of future tenses, it's actually really cool to see exactly where our tense fits in. Look at the future simple, I will study. That just states a simple future action. The future continuous, I will be studying, focuses on an action in progress at a certain time. The future perfect, I will have studied, focuses on an action being totally completed. But look at that bottom row. Our tense, the future perfect continuous, I will have been studying for 2 hours. The completely unique focus here is the duration leading up to that future time. To make this absolutely crystal clear, let's directly contrast our tense with its closest cousin. On one side, the future perfect focuses on completion. By 8 p.m., I will have finished my homework. The task is done, the book is closed, you're free. But on the other side, the future perfect continuous focuses on duration.
By 8 p.m., I will have been studying for 3 hours. The action has been rolling continuously for 3 hours, and hey, it might even keep going. That's the absolutely crucial difference right there. Finishing a task versus continuing a task. Section 5, dodging common mistakes. Keeping it correct. A really common trap I see all the time is forgetting to add the ing to your main verb. You simply cannot say, I will have been study. That totally breaks our magic formula. You absolutely must add the ing to show that the action is continuous. The correct version is, I will have been studying. It's the same deal with the next example. It's not, she will have been right, but rather, she will have been writing. Always, always remember that ing. Finally, Section 6, time to practice. Let's test your time travel. All right, here's your first interactive challenge. How would you change the basic sentence, I study English, into the future perfect continuous tense, adding the time frame for 2 years by next month? I'm going to give you a short pause here so you can mentally construct the sentence using our magic formula. Go ahead. And here is the answer. I will have been studying English for 2 years by next month. See what we did? You took the subject, I, added will have been, turned studying into studying, and then just tacked on your duration and future time. Excellent job if you nailed that one. Let's try another one. Change the sentence, she works here, using the time conditions for 5 years by next year. Build that formula in your head. Subject plus the magic phrase plus verbing. And the correct answer is, she will have been working here for 5 years by next year. You're doing great. This perfectly solidifies the whole idea of measuring a duration of work up until a specific point next year.
Okay, let's do one final practice question to complete our interactive sequence. Change they play football, applying the conditions for 3 hours by evening. Take just a second to lock your answer in.
The answer is, they will have been playing football for 3 hours by evening. If you got that, I enthusiastically congratulate you. You've officially mastered your time-traveling grammar skills and can confidently build these sentences from scratch. I want to leave you with one final golden rule. If you ever spot trigger words like for, since, or how long, and they're combined with a future reference like by tomorrow, by next year, or by 5 p.m., you instantly know how to unlock the future perfect continuous tense. Keep an eye out for these clues in your daily life, and you'll be speaking and writing with incredible precision. So let me ask you, what massive goal will you have been working toward by this time next year? Think about it. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.